Hey everyone, welcome to this rainy day coming at you from my car. Welcome to my channel. It's KBG. That's not my name. That is my YouTube name. That is my channel name. My name is Kari. So, I've never said that before as far as I know on my videos, but now you have it. You have me with no makeup, no hair being done. I'm just just sitting out the rain right now, and honestly, I'm trying to talk myself out of not going and buying some cold root beer because I really, really want some root beer. I have had such a morning, such a dramatic morning, and obviously I'm okay. Everyone I love is okay. It's just been a very hard morning. So when I saw in my notifications that someone had tagged me to do the Would You Rather challenge, thank you for the challenge. I was wondering if I would get tagged, but I think it was just what I needed to get me to like kind of put all that stuff and all my worries, all my emotions, whatever, my thoughts about this morning and what all the stuff I've been through, just in a basket for now, and worry about that later, and just focus on the Would You Rather challenge and enjoy it for what it was, and write everything down on the only thing I had available, which was a paper towel, a dry paper towel, unused, but it's got a couple of rips in it. I know what this paper towel is from. We bought a few burritos the other day at the grocery store, and we used the grocery store sort of eat-in dining place ice machine. Like, we got ice and water, and we heated up the burritos in the microwave there. And this is just an extra tortilla. I'm calling this a tortilla now. This is an extra paper towel. I'm really tired, and I really want some root beer. So, I wrote them all down on here. You can see my writing. I don't prefer to write in pencil very often. Anyway, but that's what I had. So, thank you, Dylan, for tagging me. I am looking forward to seeing the other people that you tagged, especially Ashley, because I do follow Ashley on YouTube. I haven't heard of Kaya or Just for One or Maureen Halls, I think. I haven't heard of them, so I'll check them out. Again, my name is Kari. Can you see that? This is my ID bracelet one of my good friends gave me a few years ago, and I thought it was lost forever, and it just showed up at my sister's house one day. It just showed up. So that's pretty cool that I have this back. It's exciting. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Would you rather? This, I think, is the worst one on here, but maybe it's not, because this one wouldn't drag on and on and on and on and on and on. There is an end in sight to this one. So, would you rather eat a bowl of vomit, a whole bowl, or a bowl of dog poop? Who comes up with these? I've actually heard worse. Usually the way I get out of it when someone is playing this with me, I will say I can't answer that. I don't choose either one. If I actually have to choose one, I think this video would end right now, because I am not going to eat a bowl of vomit ever in my life. I think we've all experienced it, where you burp and you haven't eaten, or if you burp and you haven't eaten, then like stomach bile comes up. That is gross, and it burns, but it's not like it's not like throw up. It's not. Throw up would be worse. I am not going to eat a bowl of throw up. Because, yeah. So Dylan H, he tagged me. Did I already say that? Probably. And he said, is death an option? That's my question. Is death an option? However, did you watch the movie called The Help? I'm trying to remember who was in it. The lady from The West Wing was in it. I don't know her name. And Emma, Robert, and nope, Emma, the red-haired one, Emma, maybe her name's not even Emma. Oh, come on, what's her name? She's in La La Land and Crazy Stupid Love, I think. Anyway, she's in that, and then some really beautiful African American actresses are in it. I cannot remember who else is in it, but there's a scene that mentions someone possibly eating some poop. So I won't tell you about it because it's a good scene. It's a great movie. I recommend it. The Help. It's called The Help. That's the one where someone says, "You is cute. No, you is smart. You is good. You is important." She says that. To another character. Anyway, so I'm not going to eat a bowl of dog poop either. But because of that movie, when someone mentions that they have eaten some kind of poop, it makes it sound like it could be mixed in another type of food. So if the food tastes really good and the ratio or the proportion of the poop as to the other ingredients, I guess I would pick that one. But eating just dog poop in a bowl by itself, just plain, no. I'm not going to do it. But you can see that for some reason saying that does not make me gag. That means that I've never tasted poop before. The closest I've ever come to tasting poop was when I was changing my baby's diaper once. And I don't know how, but I got some kind of a smear of his poop on my face right here. And I had a conversation with my cousin for 15 minutes with that poop on my face during Thanksgiving. And then she goes, like, after we've been talking for a while, she goes, "What is that on your face?" I'm like, "I don't know. I have something on my face. I go like this." I'm like, I look at it. It looks like it could be chocolate. I smell it. I'm like, wow, okay, that is my son's poop. Okay, see ya. It's been great talking. I'm going to go wash my hands and my face. But I'm not going to eat dog poop. And now that I've talked about that for like 5 minutes, let's move on. Question two. Would you rather eat caviar, which is fish eggs, or eat shark meat? I know my answer to this. However, there's a complication involved. I am very allergic to seafood. So I imagine that I would be allergic to both of these. I'm guessing that I could maybe sniff them both. I could smell them both, because if I smell fish cooking for a fish sandwich, I will break out all over my face. I will get hives on my arms, my hands, my face. My lips will itch, but I won't get asthma unless I walk into a fish fry, or unless there's fish cooking in my house and no windows are open at all. But caviar is fish eggs, so I've seen them. They're like little pearls, like almost like little marbles. I'm guessing I would lick one. And if my tongue doesn't start to itch and my lips don't swell and my throat doesn't start to close up, then maybe I could take a little nibble of it. It's very small. I could try the same thing with shark meat. However, I love sharks. I don't love great whites, as far as like I would not like to swim with them. I would not like to pet one. There's a video of this guy just punching a great white shark away from his boat. Every time the shark comes to try to bite the front of his boat, he just punches the shark in the nose. Wow. I think sharks look really, really neat when there's video footage of them jumping out of the water and you can see their whole back. I mean, their whole stomach. And then sometimes their shark fins look really dark. So I am fascinated by sharks. I'm fascinated by shark attacks. I will watch a shark attack if it's caught on film. Like there was a surfer that was, the shark I think bit his, I don't know if it bit his surfboard or if he just started swimming away from the shark. But I will watch that. If I got TV shows, if I got like the channels or the signal that I needed to get to get channels to watch shark documentaries and specials, I would watch them. I am very scared of the species of sharks that are very dangerous, such as, excuse me, the great white, the tiger shark, the Caribbean reef shark, which is another word for it is it the six gill shark? I can't remember. No, it's called the African Zimbazi shark. Anyway, there's two different names for it. I'm not saying that word right. Zimbazi. They're very dangerous. They're very aggressive. I would not want to swim with any of them. I would swim with lemon sharks. I would swim with leopard sharks. I would swim with zebra sharks. I would swim with a whale shark. Although that's so big, I'm kind of scared of really, really, really big sharks. I'm not sure I would swim with an orca. Those are not sharks. They're whales because they have teeth. No, sorry. It's a shark because it has teeth. But it's also like a dolphin. Orcas, killer whales, are not whales because whales don't have teeth. That's what I meant to say. It's not a shark either. I apologize. It is like a big dolphin, but it's classified in the whale species because it's so big. But whales don't have teeth. They have baleen. And I love orcas, but I know that at times they have like dragged their trainers down and kept them under the water in the tanks. I don't believe whales should be in captivity. I don't. Unless someone's trying to take care of them and then release them back in the wild. So, going back to this, I would taste either one. I don't like the idea of people killing sharks. I know people do it for the very expensive soup they can sell in Japan. I think it's like $70 for a small bowl. And I know that finning is a really big, what's the word? Trade? Is that the word? Big. There's a market for it, definitely. People get a lot of money for it. The restaurants will get a lot of money for it. People will serve it for their weddings. I am a shark advocate. I would not want any shark to be killed for me to be able to eat the meat. If the shark was dead already and humans weren't killing a very vibrant, healthy shark just to cut off the fin and then just drop it back in the ocean to die, just to drop off the fins, because if they don't have their fins, they're gonna die. They can't go after anything. They can't go hunt. They're gonna bleed to death. Depending on how deep you cut it. It's really sad. It's so sad. But if I had a chance to eat some shark meat from a shark that died that wasn't sickly, that I wasn't going to get sick from, I would taste it. But I would have to smell it first and lick it first and then nibble it next to see if I wouldn't get really bad allergies. Number 3, I don't know who Kaya is, but apparently she says next case or something. I'm sure I'll see what it is when I watch her videos. So would you rather always say what's on your mind or never speak again? Would I be allowed to sing? Would I have no sound that comes out of here at all? I think I would choose to keep my voice and always say what's on my mind. I think I'm able to make sure that my mind doesn't wander to really horrible places very often. So if I got in trouble occasionally for what I'm thinking, I guess that wouldn't be too bad. And if everyone knew that I had to say what was on my mind, like that was some kind of a curse or an enchantment, I think I would be forgiven, because I think most people probably have things on their mind that aren't that nice at times. Would you rather travel to the South Pole or travel to Pakistan? My friend married a guy from Pakistan, and he likes to cook, and I ate his food once. It was pretty good. I don't remember what it was. It was eggs and rice and sauce and some kind of a soup. I can't remember. It didn't look that good, but it smelled very good and it tasted good. I do remember going back for seconds. When they said eat as much as you want, I went back for seconds. But anyway, I don't know anything else about Pakistan. I think the people are beautiful. I don't know anything about the South Pole either, but I think I would go to the South Pole. I like penguins, so I think I would go there. And if I had the chance to see some seals or some sea lions or some orcas, I would. Would you rather, number 5, would you rather smell like rotten eggs when you burp, or have a green cloud appear every time you fart? See, you can't control when you're going to have gas build up in your body. Everybody supposedly expels 1 quart of gas per day through burping or tooting. We say tooting in my house. We say fart when we want to laugh and make fun of it, but we mostly say tooting. Like, who tooted? Oh, like, who doesn't? I mean, some people are very polite about it and they don't talk about it, but if someone comes in and stinks up my bedroom, I want to know who did it. I don't know why. I guess it doesn't even matter why. I mean, it doesn't matter who did it. The fact is someone did it and my room stinks now, But I know when it's not me. And so anyway, I don't know. I think I would probably, because you can't control when you burp. I don't want to smell rotten eggs. I think I burp a lot more often than when I pass gas. I think I burp more often. Let me plug this in because it's dying. This is probably not a good flattering angle at all. Let me go back a little bit. So I think I would choose the green cloud because I can't control when I burp. So there are times when I burp, like if I burp pretty close to someone's face, they're going to smell it. I don't want them to smell the rotten eggs. I'd rather, I don't want to taste the rotten eggs either. So with a green cloud appearing when I'm passing gas, I'd take that because at least it doesn't mean that I have to smell it. And I could try to cover it up somehow or turn my back or be like, oh, what's that over there? I could be like, hey, did you see that bird up there? Or what time is it? Where's the clock? And you can distract people. I can usually feel when there's going to be a buildup of gas and I have to let one out. But I can't always feel when a burp's going to come. Sometimes a burp will just come out when I'm talking. It's happened in my video before and I was like, excuse me. So rotten egg burps, no thank you, huh? Dylan said that he would choose the rotten egg breath and throw a mint in. For me, everybody passes gas. So if there's a green cloud, hopefully I can just tell them. Or maybe I'll make a t-shirt that says, don't worry, I've been enchanted. When I pass gas, there's a green cloud that shows up. I think I'd get a lot of attention. That might not always be a good thing or a bad thing. Number 6, be able to predict the future or live forever. This is one of those that I would not want to do either one. I would not be interested in living forever unless all my loved ones can also live forever. I don't want to live past them and see them all die. And I don't want to miss them and being able to predict, see, there's a burp and it doesn't smell like rotten eggs. Excuse me. Being able to predict the future. I wouldn't want to do that either because I don't want to predict deaths and I'm very anxious about death and dying and diseases and car accidents, and I think I'd rather just die than have either one of these things. So I don't think I could pick one. I really don't. And I believe that I mean, I believe that everybody, I don't know, I have religious beliefs that make it hard for me to pick living forever because I don't want to get into religion, but if I just summarize it quickly, I do believe that Jesus was resurrected and that he will come again and that everybody can live forever. And I don't know, I don't want to get into it, but that's what I believe. I believe that death is going to happen to all of us, but I believe in the resurrection. So I believe that we will all live forever after we die. Number 7. Would I rather... So I didn't answer that one. Does that mean I get disqualified? I can't answer that one because I don't want to predict the future. If I get a clause, like if I get a... if I get to tweak it a little bit, I'd rather predict the future as long as I cannot predict deaths and accidents. Number 7, would I rather have a week without running water or a week without food? I've been a week without running water many, many times in my life, especially when I was a kid. Our pipes would burst and then everything would get shut off while it was getting fixed. I lived in the North Woods. I grew up in Wisconsin. I lived in the North Woods and we couldn't always get our hot water heater repaired very quickly. Or maybe we didn't have the funds to fix it right away. So luckily when it would rain, we would go out and we would basically take a shower in the rain in our swimsuits. I remember washing my hair in the lake a lot on Saturday nights before church. None of our friends or anyone ever noticed that we smelled like the lake or anything, so I guess we smelled clean. And then I've taken water, like bottled water, and I've boiled it, and I've put it in the bath before. I've washed my hair in a bowl, like a really big 5-gallon bowl. I've flushed the toilet with, like, pouring water into the back to flush it. So I would definitely pick the running water. A week without running water. I'm not going to go a week without food. Even if it was biologically, physically able, I wouldn't choose a week without food. Number 8, and the final question is, would you rather give up social media or would you rather have your browser history available, all your past from ever since you've been using the internet, all of your browser history available for everyone to see? I would give up social media just because I don't really feel like I need social media to be happy in my life. I use Instagram. I have 3 different accounts. One of my accounts is a Would You Rather account. That one is public, and my other 2 are private. Excuse me. I have 4 Instagram accounts. I have one for my jewelry, which I don't really do. I don't really use it lately because I haven't been making anything. I haven't been selling anything. That one is called Pretty Glass by K. So it's at Pretty Glass by K. That is my Instagram for my jewelry, but I stopped using that like 2 years ago. I know how to make earrings, so I was going to make earrings and sell them, and I'm just not doing that right now. My other one is Would You Rather, and it's got like, would you rather go on a date with Voldemort or Sauron from The Lord of the Rings? It's that kind of question. There's one like, would you rather see Usher dressed like this or Usher dressed like that? Would you rather, like, I don't know, there's different things. It's funny, but I haven't been keeping up on that account either. I get a lot of joy out of Snapchat when I snap my nieces, my sisters, my brother, my sister-in-law, my cousin, and one of my friends. My snaps are pretty funny. My Snapchat is not public, but it is pretty funny when I do it. I think I do it. My brother says I have a pretty good, pretty awesome snap game going on, a Snapchat. I don't care about streaks or anything. I don't care. I could live without Snapchat. But I do it because it's fun and funny. It's kind of like a release from stress. And then Instagram. I'm not really into Instagram right now. I do it, but I can go a whole week, even 2 weeks without looking at it. I could easily give up Facebook. The only reason I like Facebook is because I like to see my sisters, my relatives' pictures, like what they're doing. and like pictures of their kids, because when they're not living close by, I'd like to see pictures of them, and what they're into. And then I also like to be able to see videos, like when they have their dance competitions or when they, things like that. I don't like viral videos. I don't like memes. Excuse me. There's like hiccups. It's like sort of hiccup burps. It's halfway between hiccups and burps. I don't know. But they don't smell like rotten eggs. Thank you very much. So I would give up social media. There's a couple things in my browser history that I wouldn't want to share. I have told my kids about this. I've told some people about this, but I used to look up websites for fan fiction for Josh Groban. It started very innocently. It started by being in Josh Groban's website, and there was a whole message board section where people would post links to their fan fiction about him, and I had a big crush on Josh Groban in 2007. And excuse me. So I got into reading fan fiction about Josh Groban, and some people loved Maroon 5, so there was fan fiction about Adam Levine, and then some people loved Michael Bublé, so there was a little bit of off stories about Michael Bublé. I think those are the only people that I saw being written about, but I spent quite a while, for like maybe 3-4 months, I would read Josh Groban fan fiction every single night. This is what I was doing when I was going through my divorce. I would eat 2 or 3 grapefruits every single night, stay up till between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., and I would read fan fiction about Josh Groban, or I would watch different versions of Pride and Prejudice. And for part of that time, I would eat 1 and maybe 2 pints of ice cream, either Ben & Jerry's ice cream or Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Usually it was Haagen-Dazs. And that is how I gained my weight. That is how I got these dark circles under my eyes. That is how I got some of my stress. That is how I went through my grieving process for my divorce. So I stopped reading fan fiction when the stories got so smutty that I felt dirty reading them. And I wrote in my journal about it, and I wrote about how I felt dirty and how I felt like if my kids knew I was reading that I would be ashamed. There was this funny thing where people would be like, oh my goodness, there's a kissing scene. I need to dump a bucket of ice on my head. And that was the thing, was that was how you would cool yourself off, was dumping ice buckets all over your head. Or sticking their head in the freezer. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I would, that kind of stuff. And I've also looked up a few scenes on YouTube that I probably wouldn't want my kids or my nieces and nephews or my parents watching. Movie scenes, like, I wanted to know why certain movies were rated R. I wanted to know whether I should watch them or whether I should have my kids watch them. So I looked up scenes, and then on the side of those scenes, sometimes there's more scenes, and sometimes you see a scene that you're not really proud to have watched. That's what happened to me. So besides that, I never browsed in a browser like Google or Bing or anything like that, excuse me, for something that I would be ashamed of. So it's mostly in YouTube that I would be embarrassed to show, but I would give up the social media forever. As long as I could keep YouTube, because I don't think YouTube is social media. And as long as I could, like, shop on Amazon and Michael's, and I guess that's pretty much all I really do. I mean, I look stuff up for history. I look stuff up for my kids, their math. I like to go on concert musician websites, like Josh Groban is coming here to Utah, to Salt Lake in October, so I'm thinking about saving my money and buying a ticket. I actually want to take my kids with me to his concert. This is one of the longest videos I've ever made. I'm going to stop now, and I want to tag No Guts, No Glory, and I want to tag Lisa's Halls, and I want to tag Miss C Atlanta. So I'm going to let them know that I've tagged them. And I think Miss C Atlanta might have already done the Would You Rather challenge. It was either her or Diva Den. Cannot remember. If that's the case, then I'm going to tag Gonz Girl and I don't know, like I kind of want to see like who's funny and who's really insightful. My chocolate soup, I'll tag you. Alright, take care guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something about me. You probably did, because there was a lot of stuff I shared. And I got distracted from wanting that root beer for almost half an hour, and I'm still really wanting the root beer. I don't know where I can get it, where I don't have to get out of the car and go in the rain and the wind. So I kind of want to go through a drive-up, but it's probably expensive, so I don't know. I might just go to Wendy's and get like a 99-cent soft drink. I don't know. But I don't pick my kids up for another couple hours, so... and I'm not going to the Dollar Tree today. So anyway, thanks for coming by, and if you liked what you heard or saw, let me know, and please come back for more. I've got a lot more planned. So I hope you guys are having a great, fantastic day. See you. Bye.